ओडिशा की भुवनेश्वर स्मार्ट सिटी पारंपरिक विरासत और तकनीकी कौशल का एक मिला जुला रूप है। स्मार्ट सिटी भुवनेश्वर में हरियाली के बीचों बीच 13 एकड़ में फैले कैंपस में स्थित है सेंट्रल टूल रूम और ट्रेनिंग सेंटर CTTC। ये सेंटर भारतीय सरकार के MSME मंत्रालय द्वारा संचालित एक अत्याधुनिक प्रौद्योगिक सुविधा है। ये हमारे लिए गर्व का विषय है कि CTTC भुवनेश्वर ने भारतीय सरकार के एरोस्पेस मिशन के अति महत्वाकांक्षी उद्यमों जैसे कि PSLV, मंगलयान और चंद्रयान के लिए भारतीय स्पेस रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इसरो के सहयोग से उच्च परिशुद्ध आयात प्रतिस्थापन का निर्माण करके भरपूर सहयोग दिया है। आइए CTTC भुवनेश्वर के बारे में कुछ और जानते हैं।
If you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to help them to build theirs. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Industry Meet. On behalf of CTTC, I, Gayatri Nanda, your host, feels honored to welcome you all on this gracious moment. Let us open our mind and hearts to new ideas as we come together to learn new facts, to share our knowledge. Friends, we have gathered here to exchange our ideas and have an opinion on the discussion on current industry scenario and skill development. In concerned industry scenario of industrialization, particularly in engineering field, requirement of specialized tools required much And as we are aware that there is always a demand for quality tool makers, tool and production managers, PLC automation engineers, and a demand is growing rapidly, as you know. And CTTC Bhubaneswar is one such center established in cooperation program between the Government of India and the Government of Denmark to meet the above requirement. And I feel proud to share you that our institution is to promote growth and development through a technological skill and manpower support. CTTC is unique in imparting industries related short term, long term program on various areas like CAD CAM, tool designing, manufacturing, tool and die making, etc. If we talk about the current industry scenario, you would surprised to know that four trending topics are ruling industries now. Industries 4.0, advancement of AI and data analysis, technological advancement in mechanical industries, structural designing, surveying, and material testing. I feel proud to say that CTTC is constantly working to develop these industries related concepts. Now, I request Mr. Dev, Humanities Head, to host the host to share his descriptive ideas regarding this topic. Sir, please.
धन्यवाद. ओम सर्वेभ्यः सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मां कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्. हे ईश्वर, समस्त जनजाति का कल्याण हो. समस्त जनजाति का कल्याण, उसके साथ वन वनस्पति, जीव जंतु, कीट पतंग सबका उद्धार हो और सबके मन में खुशहाली हो और सबके हृदय में आनंद हो. यही हम आशा करते हैं और यही प्रार्थना करते हैं. तो इसी के साथ शुरू करते हैं आज का ये जो इंडस्ट्री मीट. मैं सूत्रधार इस इंडस्ट्री मीट का और आप लोगों को सभी आमंत्रित करता हूं. You all have came from different companies, different industries. Spare your time, your valuable time, and came here for this particular event. In fact, let me just say you, I was just having few words with some of our industry professionals. This is going to be a relationship building program. This is going to be a program wherein we are going to share our things in this open forum. Current industry scenarios and skill requirements. This is the basic agenda of today, wherein we are going to talk about what are the basic things required in an industries, what are the basic things required for us to grow, what sort of skills are required and how we can upgrade our skills, and in what way our organization is going to help you, support you, and we can go hand in hand together. So this is the special agenda for the day. And I request every one of you that you would be aware of the things. And one more interesting thing we are going to say to all of you, that after this addressing ceremony is over, we are going to take you to the entire premises. We are going to make a round to all the facilities that you are going to cross-check. Maybe most of the industries have came to CTTC a lot many times. They have addressed to the CTTC center, maybe for recruitments and all. But in fact, this is a time we are going to get to have a personal touch, to meet you, interact with you, and communicate with you. And we can know that what is the basic requirement that you have and how we can address that requirements and how we can just have a hand in hand together. Join the hands together to build up the relationship and take it to the next level. So with all this, now, before starting anything, we should give homage to the holy line, the holy light. So I'd like to request every one of you to please pay homage to this holy light. And I would like to request the General Manager, Central Tool Room and Training Center, Bhubaneswar, L. Rajsekhar sir, along with Raut sir, K.M. Rajan sir, and S.N. Misra sir, to please come over the stage and please address the holy light. Apart from that, if I would like to request Mr. Barik sir to please also come. I request the audience to please pay homage to the lighting.
We request everyone to please dance.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। दीपो ज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपो ज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् संध्यादीप नमोऽस्तु ते।
दीपम ज्योति परम ब्रह्म शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्यम धन संपदा. This is a beautiful line spoken in Sanskrit. It indicates that, hey, the holy God grace us with all the auspiciousness, grace us with wealth, grace us with intellectual divinity, and please take all the things which is not there in this particular planet, which is unwanted in this particular planet. So this is exactly a true statement. We always pay homage to God for particular things, that yes, you are here, we got this life, we got this particular birth in this planet to do something unique and to do something very interesting. Let us do this. And we all are doing it from a long time. We all are serving to this Mother Earth. It has always been said, Udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani na manoratehi. It indicates उद्यम से ही कार्य सिद्धि होती है, मात्र स्वप्न देखने से नहीं, मात्र चिंता करने से नहीं. So I would like to request each and everyone over here to please have a patience that what we are going to work out and how we are going to make it. Just see the ambience, see the facilities, have your questions framed, just make a word that what are the things that you are going to put forth and how we are going to address it. So it is a complete open forum discussion, and this is for the way we are called as Central Tool Room and Training Center Bhubaneswar. And we believe that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We believe that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We don't say that this is mine, that is yours. I am Nijaha Paroveti Ganana Lagu Chetasam. Udara Charitanam Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It indicates दो उजार चरित वाले होते हैं, विशाल हृदय वाले होते हैं, वो समस्त ब्रह्मांड को, समस्त विश्व को अपना कुटुंब समान मानते हैं. वो ये नहीं कहते हैं कि ये मेरा है, वो तुम्हारा है. We all feel that yes, the whole universe is ours. The whole universe is ours. The whole universe is ours. So with this, I'd like to request L. Rajasekar sir, our General Manager, Central Tool Room and Training Center Bhubaneswar, to address you with regard to the center, with regard to the Center of Excellence, and will just make you a way to understand us much better. So with a big round of applause, I'd like to request Rajasekar sir on stage.
So a very good morning to all of you. So on behalf of Team CTTC, I would like to welcome you all. It's a great opportunity for CTTC Bhubaneswar to showcase its facilities. Today, why we call as an industry meet. So we have a number of activities we do it in our center. So we would like to appraise. It's a Government of India institution, and we would like to appraise what kind of an activity we do here. So in terms of skilling, in terms of production activities, in terms of upskilling, what kind of a product we can offer for industry, and as well as it's a mutual benefit. Let's say it's a brief about as a CTTC Bhubaneswar. It's an autonomous organization under the Government of India, Ministry of MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises of Government of India. It started way back in 1991 with a Government of India, Government of Denmark, Government of Odisha. These three governments have formed this center as a central tool room and training center, Bhubaneswar. It's started in 1991. So as you know, as per the industry standards, yes, we need to acquire a lot of certifications in terms of quality. So sometimes if the product is good, but the product has to be certified by some third-party agencies. In that way, I'm extremely happy that so we have been acquired ISO 9000, ISO 14000, ISO 45000. So these are the requirements of today's worldwide requirement, and we also acquired as a CTTC Bhubaneswar. And we are into the aerospace because our production activities more or less it's in aerospace. We are into the space, aerospace, and defense, and then we are into the medical implants. In these four verticals, yes, in aerospace we are doing very high, and I'll go into in detail for you. That's an AS 9100D certification. We have been a AS certification, a certified organization, and it's also been certified by the DGUK, Director General of Quality Assurance. So the basic functions of this particular center for CTTC Bhubaneswar is one is on training, production, and consultancy services. In training, we do a lot of skill training programs. Most of the people here are recruiters also. So you know about what kind of product we produce. Because normally what happen, we talk our trainee also product for us, we try to develop the skill sets and we try to sell into the market. If the industry accepts, then that's the success of CTTC Bhubaneswar in terms of a content. So like here in a training program, we do a lot of skill training program it's been vary from 1 week to 4-year programs. And we do tailor-made programs also as per the industry requirement. We do a lot of training programs. I'm extremely happy in this particular financial year. We trained more than 25,000 young children of state and across nation. We've been trained. More than 25,000 we have been trained in different skill sets, whether you talk about the mechanical, talk about the electrical, electronics, and civil engineering. And now we started with the future skills like an artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, cloud computing, big data. Also, we started by providing 6 months training program. And as per the training, yes, we have been the leading in India, in the leading in India in sense. So in our Ministry of MSME, across India, we have 32 centers. Like we have it in Calcutta and we have it in Jamshedpur and then Indore, Jamshedpur and Aurangabad, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, Puducherry, Visakhapatnam, Guwahati. Like we have a centers. Across 33 centers or 32 centers, I'm happy and proud to say that we have been the number one in performance from 2003 onwards. In a training, maximum number of people have been trained at CTTC in terms of, because as per our ministry, we have around 25 points. Almost all the 25 points we have been rated very high in it, and we have been stand for it. And I'm happy to share from the 2003, we are one of the, we are not dependent on the Government of India fund. Today, we have been managing entire our show with our revenue resources, our internal resources only. And from 2007, we are one of the net profit organization. After depreciation of machinery and equipment, we are the net profit organization. So in that way, in a training, we do a lot. I'll be going in detail of that particular content. Then another vertical we call as a production activity. So production, as we are into the very niche market, that's especially into the aerospace. We are OEM, original equipment manufacturer for light combat aircraft. Probably you all heard about the light combat aircraft, that's a Tejas aircraft. In a Tejas, we have 33 types of, 23 types of fuel LRUs, 9 types of hydraulic filters. We are the single source for LCA, light combat aircraft. And we've been into this particular LCA project since 1997 onwards. As on today, we've been supplied for more than 40 aircrafts we have been supplied. And similarly, we are doing a lot of activities in terms of, we are into one of the, partner in ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. You might be knowing that's like, we heard about the geo satellite launch vehicle or polar satellite launch vehicle. When you talk about the Chandrayanam-3, yes, our contribution is very high in the Chandrayanam-3. We made more than 70,000 plus components for Chandrayanam-3. Almost all critical components of Chandrayaan is made at CTTC Bhubaneswar. Third, we have a consultancy services. In the consultancy services, as we try to support the MSMEs in a different aspects, whether to service and upskilling of their employees or maintenance of their missions or quality system, implementation of the quality systems and all, we try to support the MSMEs also. So instead, I will be skipping these pictures. Probably we are going to show you in physically all these particular facilities so that you can have a feel of it. It's a total investment is more than 350 crores invested by the government of India in this particular project. Every year we invest more than 40 crores investment on this project for vertical upgradation of the technology. As you know, the technologies keep on changing. So if you are not been faced with the technology, probably industry may not be required. My kind of a trainees may not be get an opportunity in the market. So we have an extension centers and a mini tool rooms. So as we've been located it in only at Bhubaneswar. So we have a back of mind, why not we can reach to the people? Why people has to come to CTTC? Why not we reach to them? That we call as an outreach program. In that outreach program, I'm extremely happy and I really thank state government. Whenever we plan and whenever we propose for any extension center, the state is providing the land and building has been provided by state government. As CTTC Bhubaneswar investing with our surplus money, we are reaching to the students in that particular localities. So one is it in Rayagada, you might be, maybe few people may be knowing about. Rayagada is around 450 kilometers from Bhubaneswar. It's one of the Naxal dominated area. It's a LW area. So we thought, why not we can develop that particular area so that the younger youth should convert into a good, they should be coming to the mainstream. So then we started way back in 2007. It's one of the successful model. And in term, and every year we are training more than 3,000 people in this particular training center. This particular, by looking into the performance, by looking into the impact on society, the World Bank is highly appreciated about this project. And we have one that is in Kalinganagar. You all know it from here, it's around 150 kilometers far. So there is an issue with the Tata Steel when they're constructing in a boundary wall. There is a lot of issues have been happened because of local agitation and all. Then state has been requested us to start the training center, at least to convert them into an agriculture worker or displaced people into skilled people. In that way, we conducted a lot, and later on state has been happy with us and they've been given us a land and building. And then we started one extension center at Kalinganagar. Similarly, at Bhavanipatna, we started one more training center. It's a hub and spoke under the Minister of MSME. And one more is in Kemjor, we started a training. And Barampur also, we started our extension center, and Balasur also. So why we want to reach to the people, we want to provide the training to the below BPL people and as well as the people who are in the economically backward. And similarly, where the state has been very happy with the CTTC Bhubaneswar performance, and we've been established around 9 mini tool rooms across in a government ITS. So these are the ITS where we've been in a government ITS. It's approximately 2 CNC milling, 2 CNC lathe, and 11 simulators. Because there's a huge demand from industry for this kind of a manpower, especially for the CNC operator, CNC programmer and all. So then we thought, why not we can provide a training children, and while undergoing the ITI itself, we can train them so that after completion of the program, they will be ready to industry. So in that concept, we started this 9 technology centers, especially in this rural area of Odisha. See, this is our international footprint. I'm extremely happy to share with you. From 2007, as a CTTC Bhubaneswar, we are into the international market. So, in a government of India, there is a special fund is available, especially for the friendly nations under the Minister of External Affairs. For friendly nations, government of India is investing a lot, especially for underdeveloped countries. So, whenever our Honorable Prime Minister or a President visits to different countries, that time the prime minister or a president announces some soaps to that particular, some scheme, some gift to that particular country. So last 3 years back, our honorable prime minister sir visited Turkmenistan. So especially to draw the line of a gasoline line from Turkmenistan to India, for that contest he's been visited. Then he is able to see the technology, what kind of technology available there. They immediately declared all ITS and polytechnics of that particular country will be upgraded at par with engineering industry standards of India. So then we got that as a project, and then we have developed a DPR by looking into the requirements of stakeholders of that local country, and then we made a proposal to MEA. MEA has been funded that project, and we made entire upgradation of a polytechnics ITS of that particular Turkmenistan country, and then our the trainers are been identified with the country. They visited CTTC. They stayed was for 3 months to 6 months, and we handholded them. And my team is also stayed for more than 1 year, and we handled them and we completed the project. In that way, I'm extremely happy. So far, we've been completed in 18 countries. Like, say, for example, like in Sri Lanka, we have done 2 projects. In Zimbabwe, we have done 4 projects. Recently, we completed in South Africa. In Myanmar, we have done more than 6 projects and all. So internationally, we are establishing a technology centers with the support of Minister of External Affairs. So these are a few glimpses of this particular foreign training program at CTTC Bhubaneswar. These are major training achievements, I can say. These are conducting international training for trainers for the programs. We conduct a lot. On average, every year, we train more than 150 international experts here. And we represent the world skill competition. So, like, normally when you do about the Olympics, maybe all you heard about the Olympics. Similarly, there is a skill competitions. Like in Olympics, what will happen? We have athletics and a lot of competitions will happen. So here in the world skill, there is around 36 skill sets are there, like including from 3D additive printing, and you talk about the MCAD, CNC milling, CNC turning. These are the areas where there is a world skill competition. So I'm extremely happy and delighted to inform you. CTTC Bhubaneswar children or trainees are representing India in especially in CNC turning, CNC milling, and MCAD from 2012 onwards. So as already explained, that's the best action center model among the technology centers at Raigada. It's been one of the best extension center in India under the ministry itself. So we have established a brand in country as a summer vacation program. We do a lot of sandwich programs, especially the engineering students who are undergoing different engineering disciplines. While they're in a semester break, they come here for 1 month or 2 months program, and they do the internship at CTTC Bhubaneswar. On average, we train more than 10,000 people in this particular summer vacations. So we have an excellent facility of the production facility. We have one of the high-class machines with us. One is on 5-axis CNC machining center. We have more than five machines we have, and it's like in a class of a Hamlet class, and it's been German machine. The accuracy level will be 3 to 5 micron accuracy we get on this machine. And we have a 5-axis DMG Mori ultrasonic machine. It's basically a glass machining facility what we have here. It's one of its kind in India actually. So because as you know, but when you try to compare with a spacecraft of years, the age, the total period of the age of that particular spacecraft will be like, NASA will be, the lifespan will be approximately 10 to 12 years. When you talk about the same spacecraft at India, it's coming around 8 to 9 years. Or sometimes it ranges to 6 to 8 years. When the ISRO team has been a lot of experiment they're done, and finally they come out that okay, fine, they need to do the reduction in the weight of a spacecraft. So when you talk about the reduction and the reduction of the spacecraft weight, then immediately they thought, why not they can migrate from a material to a glass actually. So when you try to lot of static parts, they can be changed to glass so that they can reduce the spacecraft weight. In that way, a lot of experiments happen. It's very been successful. Then they suggested us, why not you can procure this kind of a machine. Then we had this 5-axis DMG Mori ultrasonic. It's purely a glass machining facility. We have excellent 3D printing machine. So it's like, the size of the machine is a 250 by 350, 250 into 300 ton size. And it's almost 5 types of aerospace material can be printed. Like we talk about the titanium or a American steel, or talk about the aluminum, and then Inconel also can be printed on this. And I'm extremely happy. The cost of the machine is around 6 crores. When we back in 2019, we acquired this machine, this technology from Germany. And within 2 years, we got back the investment. The mission runs by 24/7. We got huge number of orders on this particular mission. So I'm extremely happy, and be as a human being, I'm more happy to inform you. So this mission is saved more than 240 lives of human being. So because we are into the medical implant, in a medical implant, we print a lot of implants for the, especially for the patients. Especially one of the implant, it's one of the critical, that's called a corneal plate. In a corneal one, there is in a skull, there is any in a road accident, if the skull is broken, then the doctors, what they do, they clean up it, and then the patient will be in ICU. Then we get an MRI scan of that particular skull, and then we print that corneal plate and we supply to the patient, and then patient will be fitted with this particular corneal implant. So there we've been saved more than 240 lives in this by using this machine. So we have a multi-axis CNC machine. It's one of the uniqueness of this particular machine. And we have a wire cut machine. This is also from AG Charmel from Switzerland. This machine is having one of the excellent feature. It's like it behaves like a human being. It's having a machine learning facility. It's an artificial intelligence and machine learning. Machine learns with experience. Machine learns with experience. Due to that, what is happening, by using this machine, we get a zero deviation. So machine, if the operator makes any mistake, also machine corrects that mistake. So I'm proud to show you the pictures, glimpse of Chandrayanam-3. So almost all critical components of Chandrayanam, we made it in CTTC Bhubaneswar. So we got a lot of appreciation from Government of India, from a ministry and PM office, as well as the chairman of ISRO. And almost all the critical, it's more than 70,000 plus component we made here. So almost when you talk about the criticality, it varies from 1 micron to 3 micron accuracy levels. There is a big challenge for us. And then I really appreciate my team who put the efforts for more than 2 years, and we are able to realize it. So the Chandrayanam, the real components, like, entire pressure regulators system of Chandrayanam-3, lander landing, when it's been landing. So you might be heard about that's like when you watch that video, everybody anxiety to see that video. It's like a 200 kilometer, then 150 kilometer, then it's come to the 30 kilometer, then it's been hovering that, and then finally it's been landed. Entire this pressure regulator system is managed by our assemblies only. Thank you. So we are into the aerospace sector. So we are as I said, we have been the OEM, original equipment manufacturing for ANS clusters, valve casings, and then almost all critical type we have been manufacturing. We take a challenge. As on today, I'm happy to say that more than 95% of our production is done by the import substitute only we do. So almost these are the components when you talk about the hydraulic filter assembly, non-return wall, hot air filter, or you talk about the seeker assemblies and all. These are the things few years back it's been imported. Now whether you talk about the Aeronautical Development Agency or HL or DRDO, they're getting from CTTC Bhubaneswar. So this is our contribution for LCA, Light Combat Aircraft. Almost the fuel LRS is a very critical, because this aircraft is having a feature of 360-degree to maintain the center of gravity of the aircraft. Almost all these assemblies helps to maintain the center of the gravity of this particular aircraft. And newly we have been developed under the DRDO TDF. There is a big fund is available. So as on today, this particular aircraft only 65% is indigenized, remaining 35% at indigenized. For to do remaining 35% indigenization, the Defense Ministry declared around 13,000 crores of package. So in that, for the indigenization, they have been encouraging. As a CTTC Bhubaneswar, we have been working with this aerospace community with the last 27 years. Then we got this particular project of AC double-ended fuel booster pumps. This basically, this pump is been imported from the France, and the cost of that particular pump is a 48 lakhs. CTTC Bhubaneswar developed within 18 lakhs. Within 6 months, we are able to supply to the HL light combat aircraft division. So there, the costing and as well as for the delivery also, we do because if the France company gets an order, their delivery time is 2 years. But as condition of India, we have been able to produce within 6 months. And we have almost all critical. Practically, I think while in visit, I request my colleagues to show you in detail. You can have a feel, you can have a touch of that particular assemblies. See, these are the in detail of it, hydraulic driven emergency fuel pump and all. So, and that's one more feather on our CTTC is like air-to-air refilling component actually. So previously, last few years, I think last 1 year back, our light combat aircraft doesn't have a system of a refueling system. But now we've been added recently, CTTC Bhubaneswar and DRDO and ADA, 3 jointly, and then we developed a air-to-air refilling technology, and it's been worked very well. Right now, around 15 of aircrafts are been induced that particular technology, that features are been added now, and it's been working perfectly. Due to that, now our LCA in 4th rank in the world actually. And each LCA, the costing around 486 crores. So almost like in a seeker, we are with defense very well, and almost any missile we talk about it as CTTC components are fitted into that, and almost all are very critical in nature. And each one, when you talk about the air brake control manifold, we have been developed for Indian Navy, especially for LCA to land on the naval ships. So for that, there is an excellent braking system, because if we won't get a runway like in other for the Air Force and all, they get big runways, but naval force they won't get a big runway. They have to land on the ship only. So the braking should be excellent. Then we have developed this air brake control manifold. It's been more than 356 critical dimensions on this particular component itself. It's very difficult, and I really appreciate my production team. They made it. And one more, we have been developing for the double pump fuel metering unit especially in the LCA. So till date, we have been getting the engine from GE actually. So now the government have been insisting for the development for indigenizing. So that indigenization program has been given to GTRE Bangalore. So in turn, GTRE is placed to CTTC Bhubaneswar, and their engine critical components we have been manufacturing. It is called the double pump fuel metering unit. It's one of the critical, and I think while in visit, I can show you this facility to you. So we are into the medical sector. As I said, COVID is opened up every eye. So all we are into the very core area of whether you talk about the training, whether you talk about the production, we talk about the aerospace and space. But COVID changed entire the scenario and industry scenario also. Then, when our Honorable Prime Minister Sir is declared on 23rd of March 2020, he declared the lockdown. So because we are being panicked, what to do with next. So in that, on 30th of that March, I received a call from Nitin Gadkari sir and said that you are into the aerospace, you are doing a lot of contribution to space industry. Why not you can do something on, especially for the COVID related equipments and all. Then he said he has given a problem statement to us, because in the first wave there is an issue with mask, shortage of mask. People are been purchasing even a small mask also. They've been purchasing it, not available in the market in the medical shops also because due to the shortage. And next is a PP kit. Third is a testing equipments. Testing equipment is one of the serious, because due to the unavailability of the testing equipments, even the person with the positive, even if he gives a sample, after 10-15 days only they are getting the report. So till 15 days he is able to distribute his whether the positive, then he is able to. It's affecting the society. Then sir called us and he said, why not you can do something? Then he said there is a True Lab, you might be knowing about that RT-PCR test kit. One of the leading company is a True Lab. Then True Lab is requested CTTC via the ministry. Then each RT-PCR test kit is having around 27 mechanical components ranging from 5 micron to 8 micron. So these are the components. There is a demand, Then entire with the permission of Commissioner of Bhubaneswar, then we opened up a production center. Entire my production staff stayed in the hostel because hostels have been vacated by the students. And then we started doing it within 3 months. We are able to make more than 28,000 components, especially for RT-PCR kit, and total assemblies more than 1,262 assemblies we are been able to supply to the tree lab. And we entire the team has been appreciated by my ministry. So similarly, then it's been open up when we thought, okay, there is a good demand in the market and we can utilize our machinery equipment towards medical implants also. Then there is robotic surgery equipment, we started doing it. So especially in the robotic surgery, there is a big game changer in the medical history itself now. So most of the conventional systems are going for towards medical surgery. It's a robotic surgery itself. You might be knowing, if you do the conventional method of surgery, it may cost you around 2,50,000. Same surgery, if you opt with the robotic surgery, it costs you 3.5 lakh. Till why people are opting for it, but healing time of a robotic surgery is very low. See, if normally for the conventional way, if you get it, the patient may be stitched for 10 days. If the doctor says after 10 days you come for the opening the stitches, by robo surgery they say within 3 days they can open it up. Because the robo is having its own functionality and it controlled system, it works. And we got this particular opportunity from one of the SS Innovation of US. They've been requested us, and when we developed this is the robot kit is basically what we are developing. That's a cannula and all. Basically, it's like for the laparoscopic operations. So in a laparoscopic operation, there is a three whole system operations are been made by the doctors. So this particular equipment, it really helps to do surgery by remote. Surgeon may not be required to present it in a surgery table itself. That's remotely can be then operated. So sometimes due to the skill set of the surgeon, if it's not available in a particular hospital, he can get a contact from US or some other country also. He can operate this particular patient. That's a technology now. So that's where we have been. I'm happy to say. So around 200 numbers per month we are being supplying to US. These robo kits. So we have a dental, as I said, like we have a corneal implant. So then we have a maxifoil implants we have been making for it. And the third picture you have seen the skull moment. We have been developed for Gaganyaan project. You may be heard about the Gaganyaan. That's basically one more ISRO's ambitious project, and India's is ambitious project. That's a man mission. So in the man mission, there is 3 astronauts and 1 robot is going to be in that particular space crew model actually. So I'm extremely happy that as a CTTC Bhubaneswar, we manufactured more than 1,22,000 components for this particular Gaganyaan project, which is going to be launched in March 2025. So in detail about it, what kind of a technology, what kind of equipments, like all are the miniature level, and it's very, very small. You can see all the item range between 0.01 mm to 0.02 mm. The size of the components, very small in it. So these are our customers. So we have a liquid propulsion systems of ISRO. So I'm extremely happy because last 27 years I've been working with ISRO. ISRO treats CTTC as an extended arm. And by looking into the culture of CTTC Bhubaneswar, they created one facility in Indira Nagaret in Bangalore. They created a facility of worth of 100 crores facility. And that facility is managed by CTTC Bhubaneswar. 50 of my colleagues are working at in ISRO Bangalore in that facility. So similarly, we have at an IASU, internal systems. So there's a very critical parts we manufacture for them. And then we have a liquid propulsion system of Trivandrum, Aeronautical Development Agency at Bangalore, who are the designers for the LCA. Now we have been working on Mark 1 and Mark 2 new versions of Tejas. And then we closely work with HL Bangalore because entire the commercial version of LCA we have been doing with them. And we do a lot of contribution for VSSC, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. And we are into the RCA, the DRDO from last 8 years. We have been working. We have done a lot of missile projects we have been doing as on today. Almost all are very critical in nature. And as I already explained, we have been in GTRE Bangalore. We have been developing an aero engine for especially for LCA. So we got a lot of appreciations from ISRO and others also. So the Semilac, who has been quality control of an entire, especially defense products. So in 20th of November, we received from especially on the quality aspects, we received an award from the Raksha Mantri. So in a production, as I already have been shared with you, we do a lot of component manufacturing, assemblies, testings, and everything we do for them. And like, Chandrayanam 3, Aditya L1, we have done a lot. And we do a lot of manufacturing of tool fixes, and some of the fixes tooling also we export to different countries also. So we have a technology business incubation and lively business incubation also, because we are trying to handle the especially new generation, the people who comes with innovations. We try, because we have excellent hardware, machinery, and equipment. Their concept, the soft part, we are trying to convert into hardware. In that way, we establish a technology business incubation. And similarly, in Raigada, we established a lively business incubation. So there, our vertical is entirely different. Here we have been working more on a lively business incubation. Basically, we working on agriculture products and farming and all. We have been entered. So we are looking for in agriculture. We have been implementing IoT based agriculture systems. We have been implementing, and similarly, we are adopting a lot of farming lands and we are converting them into use for the whether use for in a solar or in a solar based technology. We have been implementing with support of Government of India. And recently, my LV8 in Raigada created one of thing. It's you might be knowing honey collection boxes, So honey collection boxes are, as on today in India, it's a non-intelligent ones. And next, the tribals will be giving by the government, and they'll be putting in different places, and they collect the honey. And the difficulty for that particular farming is the tribals has to go and collect every day. They have to watch what the quantity has been, and then accordingly they have to take steps. But we have been created one IoT based. So every 500 grams collection, a farmer will get an SMS, and entire the system will be with the GPS system has been established, so that the farmer knows that no need to you to visit that particular honeybee box, and he will get a message from that honeybee saying that yes, this many insects are there, this is the quality of honey will be there, then you can come and collect. So in that way, we would like to improve their livelihood. So that's a project we have done. Recently, we got a very big project from state government, especially on the recognition period learning, especially for the people who are in that agriculture sector. So we will train them how to go with the new technologies, how to improve their productivity. So in that way, we trained more than 16,000 people in a 30 states, 30 districts of Odisha actually. So we have a consortium. We have been reached, like we do a lot of outreach training programs, whether for the engineering colleges or industries also. Like industries looks for some training from CTTCS, we can depute our faculties and they can train at our place. And similarly, we do have a lot of corporate training programs also we conduct in our facility. So we have established a robust quality system, as I've been explained initially. First slide itself, it's about we have a quality and it's in a continual process. And we have an abreasting within a disruptive technologies, as you know that today future is a future skills only. And that's why we adopted like an IoT and Industry 4.0 process automation. And we talk about the cloud computing, big data, and artificial intelligence and machine learning. Now we started a 6 months program of NSKF level 6 program. We started and we have been giving a training to the younger generations. Recently under the PM3 scheme, we trained more than 2,000 young children from 9th class to 11th class on this particular technologies. So in a training, basically here, like these are the one of the major product has been industry. I would like to summarize that this kind of a skilled manpower is available at CTTC Bhubaneswar. So we have our flagship program, what we call as a 4-year diploma in tool and die making. Every year we take more than 70 people in this particular area, and we conduct an entrance exam and we select the boys and girls, and then we intensely train them for first 3 years. Fourth year, they will be available for industry. After completion of the fourth year only, we will award the diploma in tool and die making. It's a 4-year integrated program. And as on today, it's having excellent result in terms of a placement. And we have another program is the 3 years diploma in mechatronics. It's basically, as you know, that now the technology has become a smart, and anything to be manufacturing facility processes also become a smart. Then way back in 2009, we started this diploma in mechatronics. It's like, we talk about the mechanical, electrical, electronics, and computer science has been integrated in this 3-year program. It's one of the successful program in terms of a placement, in terms of a skilling also. Our product has been excellent in the market. They're performing very well. And why we have been very successful in this almost all these programs? Why? We take the feedback from industry. So we are not a university to produce the certificates. We take the feedback from industry. If industry says that, yes, your students requires a better communication skill, or your product requires some design inputs, accordingly we include in that syllabus, and then we again refine that particular content itself. In that way, we have a 2 years ITA machinist program. And for after 10th class, we have a 1-year condensed course in tool and die making. It's a 1-year program. Sometimes we get a request from industries, sir, we want somebody should be best in the tool engineering. Then this particular program is 12 hours per day. The program is for 12 hours, morning 7 to 7. The training is very intensive, and it's been one of the highly successful. A lot of my boys and girls have been working in different industries who completed within 1 year, and they learned, and the industry is very happy with their skill sets. Similarly, we have a 1-year certificate course in CNC turning and milling. It's also here the input is the people who pass out from ITA fitter, ITA machinist. We take them for 1-year training. So intensely first 6 months, they will be in the training department, and they undergo the different training activities in terms of a drawing, in terms of a process of learning about the programming and Mastercam software and all. Then after 6 months of training, we shift them into the production. They really in a production, because why do we shift them? Because they need to learn about the customer requirements, and same time they should understand the workplace requirements, and same time the culture of working in 24/7. So they have to come in the shifts, like 6 to 2, 2 to 10, night 10 o'clock to 6. My production runs by 24/7. So even in holidays, like if you talk about the Republic Day or Independence Day, we celebrate with floggasting, and then have a good laddu, and then we start our activity. So one more is like, we have a post-diploma and 1-year postgraduate diploma in tool design and CAD/CAM. The people who pass out from graduate engineering, from BE mechanical or BE automobile engineering, we take them and we give an intensive training on, especially on the tool designing, mold, press tool, and then physically they have to work on the machines also. So they have to design it, and same time they have to manufacture the design also. Then they understand the criticality of the design, what kind of be as a manufacturer, you should also appreciate is the design inputs. So that kind of a technology we are being able to. I'm sorry, just. Especially in the postgraduate in diploma and tool and die, it's more on practical oriented. Almost all our practical training programs, almost all these programs is having more than 90% is the practical oriented. Only 10% theoretical input. The theoretical input also we provide in the labs only. We won't take them too much into the classrooms. So similarly, we have that's a 1-year postgraduate in aerospace manufacturing. Has been CTTC has been having excellent in terms of in a space and aerospace area. Then we started way back more than 10 years, and it's one of the excellent program in terms of a placement. They've been the students are been getting here also. The basic qualification is the BA mechanical, and after completion of the mechanical engineering, the boys and girls joins here, and they undergo the training for first initially with 8 months. Then remaining 4 months, they work in my production shop floor. And that's one more is a post-diploma in industrial automation and robotics. We have one of the excellent mechatronics labs with us. And as I said, like, and especially on the industrial automation and robotics, we invested more than 55 crores in terms of a technology. So we have been into now process automation, and now we have a Kuko robotic. And then what we are thinking that we are not like a training institute or in a training center. What it is there existing in the industry, we have been training on that particular equipment. We are also acquiring that kind of a technology only. So otherwise, what will happen for industry? They need a ready-made. So from the day one, they need to perform. To perform, then what kind of a skill set is required, and accordingly, we are making our investment also in terms of machinery and equipment. Here we have a 1 year post diploma in mechatronics. Again, after diploma in mechanical, diploma in electrical, or diploma in electrical and electronics and telecommunication, we do 1 year diploma in mechatronics. Again, we've been having a lot of excellent demand on this particular program by the industry. Industry required a lot of skilled people because due to the automation of in industries. So we have a post-diploma in CAD/CAM where we've been exposing first 6 months, they'll be undergoing different CAD/CAM softwares. We talk about the AutoCAD, MasterCAM, SolidWorks, and then we talk about the ANSYS and finite element analysis software. Then they'll be exposed into the design, and next 6 months, they'll be directly into the commercial line of the activity of CTTC Bhubaneswar. So here we have one more post-diploma in tool and die making. That is also one more program where we concentrate. After diploma mechanical also, we give the input to them, especially on the tooling. So there is initially, back in when we started in 1990, when we all joined in 1995, we have only one program, 4-year diploma in tool and die making. Only 60 people or 70 people are passing out. Then industry requires more number of the people. Then we thought, why not we can have a bridge program between different engineering institutes, industry. Then this to minimize the gap and the skill gap. Then we started these programs. It's a 6 months master certificate course in CAD/CAM. It's one of the beautiful program. It's also 12 hours per day. And the input for this program is a BE mechanical and BE production. And the people get intensely trained on different CAD/CAM software, especially on the like you talk about the SolidWorks or any graphics and all. We train them, and then they'll be getting good exposure on the CAD/CAM area, and they'll be a good designers also. And we have one more program that's called a 6 months advanced diploma in CNC programming and programming techniques and practice. It's exposed purely on CNC technology. After diploma, this is a 6 months program. It's around 8 hours per day program. And here we teach them about the CNC milling, CNC turning, different type of programming skills on Fanuc and Siemens, and then Heidelberg. And then they'll be getting a knowledge about AutoCAD software and then SolidWorks. And then they work on my workshop. So there also is one of the highest requirement of the industry. Per month, we get more than 250 requirement by the industry. And one more unique, that's a 6 months advanced diploma in machine maintenance and automation. So this entire the campus is around 12.5 acres, and we have a number of machines. In terms of machines, I can say more than 300 machines. We have CNC machines, conventional machines and all. So initially we face a lot of problems. How do we maintain the machines? So then we thought, why not we create a program? And almost the students who undergo the program, they take care. Today, if you go to my shop floor, the maintenance by this particular trainees only. It's like an on-hand, that's like it's more or like it's an on-job training system we been adopted in this. And the entire machines have been managed by this. And here also in the 6 months advanced diploma in machine maintenance and automation, from preventive to breakdown, we teach them. So whether you talk about the conventional machine, whether you talk about the CNC machine, whether you talk about the DG of the organization, can be managed by this particular trainees. And one more is the 6 months certificate course in electrical equipment repair and maintenance. Like, enter the So entire our campus is having around 380 ton of air condition, and we have 3,600 computers, and requires lot of maintenance. If you do the maintenance by doing hiring an external party, probably we need to go for a lot of outflow of the money. So instead of that, we thought, why not we create a program for that entire this particular setup is managed by this electrical equipment repair and maintenance team, and there they get a hand holding training also. So due to that, what is happening for industry, they'll be very ready to be accepted to industry, and they can perform from the day one itself, they can perform. And we have a 6 months advanced diploma in structural design and analysis. In way back in 2010, you know that there's infrastructure development is very booming in India, and a lot of flyovers, lot of in the infrastructure has been coming up. Then this vertical, we started this called, basically we talk about the civil engineering. So the people who pass out from diploma civil or a degree in graduate in civil, they are not knowing about the technology, because our universities are teaches the content what is required by the curriculum, but above the industry requirement is not matched. Then we got a request from L&T. So L&T is requested, why not you can start this kind of a program, and then there is a lot of brainstorm between L&T, Tata and all. Then we created the 6 months advanced diploma in structural design and analysis. This is one of the beautiful program, and on average we have been able to train more than 7,000 people per year now. There is a huge demand across India. People come for this program, and it's been highly successful in terms of a placement. And like, you know, if you talk about the highways and all, national highway and all, n number of students of our pass outs are getting good opportunity in it. It's a 6 months program. In that, we talk about the AutoCAD, we talk about the Revit, we talk about the 3D Max, and we talk about almost all the analysis softwares we have been teaching in this particular area. We acquired and we invested more than 30 crores on technology upgradation. Today, next financial year, we are acquiring a drone mapping actually. So drone mapping, there is a huge requirement of the different state governments. So they requested us. And then we have a 6 months advanced certificate course in inspection and quality control. So like a lot of industries are facing a quality inspectors. The inspector requests, like, you know, they need to get exposure on the micrometer, screw gauges, and then we talk about the CMM and all. So again, this the requirement came from L&T itself. L&T Aerospace Division requested us, why not you can have this kind of a program. Then we designed a program and we got an approval from NCVT also. Then this 6 months program, it's open to anyone. Whether you talk about the +2, whether you talk about the commerce, we talk about the BSc, anybody can join in this program. It's a 6 months program. What we call is in a backend program. For industry, backend required. You know, if some operators are there, for operator request some store operators, or then for inspection is like in a backend only. So in that way, we have been giving good quality of training on this, because we have more than 5 CMMs in our center. So where you talk about the coral Jesus, we talk about the LK and all missions have been probably in your visit. You can see that. And we have a 6 months computer hardware network management. So this center is started with 9 computers in way back in 1991. Today in the campus, we have more than 3,600 computers, 3,600 computers. So fiber optic as in a backbone. So to manage this much huge, then we need to outsource. So instead of outsource, we created a program called 6 months computer hardware networking management with CCNES, Cisco certification. So in that, what happened, the students who opt for the training here, and first 3 months, they learn about the entire computer repair, how to do the hard disk replacement, how to do the memory, or how to load an operating system or any application softwares and all. And then they'll be exposed to troubleshoot all our machines. They need to troubleshoot. So if there is a 3,600 computers, the troubleshoot will be different type of troubleshoots you'll get. Sometime you'll get a time error, sometime you'll get a CMOS battery problem, sometime you will get some keyboard error and all. So this kind of exposure really enriches them in this particular program. So we are also happy at the end of the day, all our computers are 100% up right now. We can say that there is any breakdown in it. Any moment, any of our computers is down, within a few seconds, few minutes, we are able to solve that issue. So this like where the most of our training programs are into the 100% practical oriented training programs. We do a lot of corporate training program as per the industry requirement. We conduct a lot of training programs, and especially in that corporate training program, like, you can dictate us. You can tell this is the content is required. Say, for example, like right now we have an MOU with Aditya Birla. So Aditya Birla, what they do, that entire the group of companies, they recruit their trainees from the different campuses, and then from the induction to, as per the requirement of their departmental requirement, we train them for 3 to 6 months, and then they will go and report on. After 6th month training, they will be reporting to that respective company. And similarly, we have it in a Tata Motors, and then we had it in a Tata Steel also. And for L&T, entire graduate engineers comes to CTTC Bhubaneswar, we train them. After 3 months, they'll be go back to their places. And we do a lot of sandwich training programs, especially for the Baba Automatic Auto Market in Mumbai and DRDO and all. We conduct a lot of corporate training programs. So as an industry, if somebody is required, okay, fine, we may not able to depute our people. Can your faculty can come? Yes, we do that kind of a processes also. We want to enrich the people, and our faculty can deputed at your places so that they can give hand-holding training at your missions, your equipments itself. So in terms of a preventive maintenance and maintenance of any missions, if industry required, we are ready to support. We have excellent team of 35 people are there in my team of maintenance. We do maintenance of a different kind of a technologies. So that's about CTTC Bhubaneswar. My sincere thanks to all of you hearing me in patience. And if you have any queries or anything, I'm ready to answer for you.
What was that? I just want to know.
So that's, ma'am, it's basically an IoT based dripping system, ma'am. IoT based dripping, there is a humidity controller survey there. So we get that humidity of the soil, will be getting a feed. And then so that what will happen, that pump, normally what happens, farmer without knowledge, he runs for 8 hours. Then what happens, by using humidity sensors, IoT based humidity sensors and all, then as and when required, that motor will be on and then it will be offed. So that what happens, it will becomes a more energy efficient one. And same time, what is happening in fertilizer liquids also, we have been forming as per requirement of the plant growth, it can monitor. So Rajan sir, we have the plant is there. Ma'am, we will show you. We have one demo also we kept here to understand the people, because basically in the farming it required a lot actually. So we need to have an efficient way of, and then now we talk about the precision manufacturing, we talk about the precision agriculture, In agriculture also is in a precision. The pesticides what required, sometimes our farmers without knowingly they have put more fertilizer. So sometimes it dangerous to the particular output. So to minimize that, then according to the this particular biotechnology technology has been improved, then we are also using the technology in IoT based technology, and then we are helping the farmers. Yeah, right from the soil testing. Ma'am, actually in 2007, Tata Steel has been, they tried to acquire the land, because it's been, that particular land has been awarded with the state government. Then they want to start for a construction of a boundary wall. So that particular area, it's more than, I think it will be more than 10,000 acres. So more than 6-7 villages are within that particular acquisition. So due to that, the locals are being agitated. And there is a firing and all, few people have been died, even police, and then the agitators also. Then the state government requested CTTC Bhubaneswar, why not you do the sensitization programs, be in a government of India organization, and then why not you can convert, because Tata is interested to take them as an employee, but Tata says that they are not qualified to enter into my industry. So that challenge is being, the state government is given a challenge to CTTC. Why not you can convert that agriculture worker to a skilled workers in the plant actually. So then we designed a program for 1 year and 2 years. And first year they came here and they stayed with us, because the culture is also required. If they want to be work in a corporate sector, they need to have a culture. They need to how to how to behave, how to speak, everything is important for them actually. So then we trained them. We created a module for 2 years and we trained more than 470 people. So now I'm happy to say that the people who've been trained in 2010 to 14, now they're in the supervisor and senior levels right now. And we have done diploma for them. And initially we have done a 2 years program. Later on we adopted them. We have done a diploma with diploma in electrical, diploma in mechanical. Then we converted them. Then finally now they're in a good positions of it. Thank you. Sir. Sir. So especially in the robotics, still we are been a little baby only. It's only, I can talk about only 10% is within India right now. Remaining 90% technology we are acquiring from different countries, from Germany, Taiwan, and other places we are getting the technology. But I'm sure within given another 3 years, the things will be changed because due to the government of India's Atmanirbhar scheme, and they're enforcing MNCs has to come and establish their technology centers, and they have to produce the robo set in India itself. So at earliest you will be getting that. Even though now started like in Mitsubishi, and you talk about the Kuka and all, they started their plants in India. Even one it's in Chennai started, one it's in Nagpur they started, and now probably within a few years we will be having our own robots actually.
Sir, I am Tara. I am basically representing Tata Steel Downstream Product Limited.
Okay.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate and thanks you for this wonderful platform and your team contribution for the nations. So my question is that, sir, you know that in coming 5 and 6 years, Odisha is going to become the steel hub for not for only India, even I can say for the Asia. In terms of the volume. So everyone going to double their capacity. Even Tata Steel also have planned to double. Jindal and A&M and Jindal is also coming in Paradeep. So huge requirement of the workforce we have. So for such a future requirement, have you made some specific plan for the steel industries? Because still when we are going to recruit the people, last month I went to WSC, World Skill Center, for the recruitment, and I also visited lots of ITI college for the recruitment. But still we are observing that the gap between the skill, particularly for the steel industry, which actually we want as a recruiter, because you mentioned that we also want just do it type of material, so we have to deploy people so that the cost and other things will get reduced. So have you planned any specific type of training maybe in the ITI, because I seen that you have 2 years of ITI mechanics like course. So have you planned any such type of training, any such type of module for such future requirement? Because in the steel industries, huge requirement for workforce is there in coming 5 years.
Yes, sir, you rightly said. When we basically from 95 onwards, 91 when we started this organization, till 2005, we are a core mechanical organization. We are into the manufacturing of aerospace. We are talking about it. But as you know, from the 2006 and 2007, in between that particular year, there is a huge MOUs been happening with the government of Odisha and steel industries. Then by looking into the requirement of the steel industries, as a CTTC, we thought what to do, because we are into the mechanical engineering only. Probably my product may not be useful for the steel industry. Then we started a training on PLC, programming logical control, then SCADA. Then we started with VLSI embedded system, and then we started 3 years mechatronics program. And then we started with the process automation, what is required for the steel industry, what kind of a manpower is required. By looking into it, and we have done a lot of sensitization programs, what kind of a manpower requirements and skill level requirement with the Tata Steel and other TSDPL and all. So we've been done a lot of prototypes also been developed for them and all. And finally, what happened now when we are trying to migrate as per the requirements, and especially our Kalinganagar center where we've been established, we are been given there we've been adopted iron skill sector. So there is an iron skill sector. In that iron sector council, what happened? It's only the skill sets for the steel industries. So now I am happy to say that CTTC Bhubaneswar is affiliated with the iron skill sector, and there is more than 43 job roles, especially for the steel industry requirements. Now we've been started that by looking into our initiatives by CTTC Bhubaneswar. Government of Odisha now has given us 2 ITS to CTTC Bhubaneswar. So especially to run on the steel industry based requirements. Recently, you might be heard about that there is a Kalyani, there is a JV joint venture of the MOU with the state government with the Kalyani, another with the Jindal Steel actually. It's Jindal Steel is around 40,000 crores they have been investing in Odisha. And one more is being invested by the Kalyani Industries. They're also investing especially on the minerals, especially on the titanium alloys and all. So it's around 11,000 crores. Each industry requires more than, both are being totally required more than 32,000 skilled manpower requirement. By looking into it, now we have been very closely working with the state government. And today I'm happy to say that yesterday itself we got an order to run 2 ITS exclusive for the steel industry requirements. So each ITS having a capacity around 400 people we can train. And here it's a good thing actually. I have to say that these 2 ITS are being entire infrastructure, building, machinery, equipment has been provided by state government. And they've been given a keys to us to run it actually. That's like, and the contract for 5 years, they've been awarded the contract to us. So in that way, we are into it, sir, actually. That's like, still we need to escalate. Again, we've been very closely working with the World Skill Center. And then we have created one ecosystem, skill ecosystem. Today, I'm happy to share with you all. So Odisha has been going skill hub for India right now. So entire, like, whether you talk about the southern states, normally what we call the developed states, whether you talk about Telangana or Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, almost all the chief secretaries and principal secretaries of skills, they're visiting as well as for the Odisha and CTTC Bhubaneswar also. So as on today, I'm happy to share, we have been the consultant for 7 state governments. CTTC Bhubaneswar is skill consultant. Thank you, sir. Please, sir.
Now, what is the emphasis, as you say, that Atmanirbhar government is very strict on that nowadays?
No, please sit down, sir.
I am Commandant S.K. Mishra,
Oh,
ex-Indian Coast Guard. We have a unit of ship repairs and shipbuilding in Paradip, Sadav offshore. And we are taking repairs of Indian Coast Guard vessels, Adani vessels, SCI vessels in Paradip. And nowadays, as that Atmanirbhar scheme is going on and government is very much strict, there are a lot many MNCs who are looking for companies to associate with them and making their products in India.
Yes.
But that is not commercially viable for them. So what they are going into, they are asking for some Indian companies and to make it indigenously, the products, or at least 51% of the components has to be Indian this thing origin. So in that way, do you allow something, if we come up with some projects, do you allow us to hold our, help us out in consultation or some kind of
manufacturing units or something like that?
Yes, sir, that we do. That we do. Basically, right now, so initially way back in a few years back, we are getting inquiries from ISRO, we are getting inquiries from DRDO. Now scenario is changed. Now we are getting inquiries from Adani or Reliance or in a Tata Aerospace and all. Yes, we have been supporting for them. So absolutely, it's not like a private or a government.
Yeah.
Because
That
for-
is my
we are,
doubt.
we have a luckily we are an autonomous organization.
Okay.
So we have to be a self-sustainable model. So we are not dependent on the government funding also. Today where you are sitting, it's been we are managing with our surpluses only. So we are not dependent on the government. That's why there's no bondage forming, not we have to work with only government institutions. So wherever is required, there's a business model. Yes, we are ready to do, sir, actually. And
Okay.
especially like, like even government of India is also has been declared lot of direct foreign direct investment in especially in the defense. There's 100% actually. So there is no, like what you said about 5149 also has been removed from recently in the projects itself, especially in the foreign policy of government of India, they removed that. So whoever may be invested on EV, electrical vehicle, if somebody foreign investors want it, they can do 100% investment in India. There no need to have a local partner.
Yeah, but that is not commercially viable for smaller MNCs. That is
Yes,
what.
that's true. But as a CTTC, yes, we have been open to everyone, sir. We
So,
support in terms of project
Yeah.
consultation.
So we will
and-
get support if we come with some projects of such
Sure.
this thing.
Sure,
So,
sir. Sure.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank
In
you
terms
very
of a support consultancy, and if you need a skilled manpower, in all aspects, we are ready to support, sir. Industry growth is important.
That's great.
So, any more questions? Sir.
So, sir, we are from SMS Group. We are the manufacturer of steel producing equipments. We are technology providers and also we are the manufacturers for steel producing equipments. So basically, we are the hub for fabrication and welding activities. So as far as I heard from your presentation that you basically having the background of machine shops and manufacturing the components. So why can't you focus more on the welding technologies? Because nowadays it's new technologies have been coming, introducing in the marketing. So if you train the people like multi-skill welders, not only for the individual processes, if you have the multi-skill welders, that will be helpful for us like manufacturers to get skilled welders.
Yes, sir. Sir, recently we established a center of excellence in welding. So in welding, almost all kind of a technology we acquired, whether you talk about the TIG or MIG, and we gone up that extent about EB welding also. Probably in your visit, you can see we have an EB, because especially for aerospace requirements. And now we are planning to start 1-year programs and especially in the welding courses. But this part of a state, people are very low in terms of a welding to join the program, because children are not that much inclined to join in the welding program. So we've been trying last 15 years, we have been trying for this welding program. But unfortunately, because due to the comfortability of that welder, by looking into the industry and by looking into the welders who are working on the roadside, they also feel that I'm also doing like that kind of it. And because now system basically, as our social system is a single child and all, even parents also not been much emphasizing them to be go as a welder, you will get a career. Due to that, we are facing some challenges. So as on today, we've been invested more than 7 crores on welding equipment itself. And we have been giving a training. As per the informally, we are providing a training. But what you said, that's we can try. And only my request, as if SMS says that I need 10 welders, I'm ready to recruit, then we take them, intensively train them. After 6 months, you test them. If you've been accepted, you take them for placement. So if I say it's a clearly 100% placement guarantee to them, probably they'll be having some enthusiasm and some motivation for them actually. So that only basically we are trying, sir. We are keep on trying, but unfortunately, when we are not able to get even advertisement cost also sometimes. That's social problem, sir. But that's what, if some, because today why I'm saying if industry requires, he give us the indent us. Indent initially itself, as CTTC, we need so many people required. You indent us, As per a requirement, we train them intensely. We say your job is guaranteed SMS, provided you have to pass on their skill test. So that then there will be a hope for them actually. So normally in the welding and all, what is happening, getting a good company also difficult. So basically their exposure level is entirely different. And unfortunately what happened, welding, the area is like, even small industry without much safety, they do it. While doing that, then lot of issues have been coming up. But anyway, sir, if anybody is interested on the welders, we are ready. We have all equipments are in place, and we have trainers are highly qualified trainers. And only the thing, the taker is not coming to us. But we as an industry, if you help us, then probably we can join and train them actually. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Your training courses, which is like a machine maintenance and automation. We have a different requirements over there, like a computer and automation qualification and validations. Along with that, calibrations and validations of the systems. So it is a multiple people required to do this, but you are giving us some certain areas this training. So do you have any third party support to us? It is required only for a certain period of the time, maybe a yearly one time for a month or 15 days. So do you have any NABL aggregated lab for a calibration as well as a different kind of validations for a classification of HVAC?
Yeah. Sir, basically within on 22nd, we have an enable audit for our dimensional lab. Actually, we created one of the dimension lab. So there we will be getting the certification of enable certification. And especially as per your content, you can dictate at the content what is the requirement. We can have a detailed discussion.
Great.
And in case if you required, we can also hire an expert for you.
Great. Sir.
We can give in a single window process for you, so
Yes.
that you can approach us. So that what is your requirement, if you are able to give a clarity in the outlay of it, then
Sure.
then we can support you really. So
Sure.
that's like,
Great.
that we can do.
Thank you.
Sir, any more? So if the questions have been completed, if anything to be, then I request actually all of you, we've been planned to show you all our facilities. There is a good walk for you. And we would like to show, and you should appreciate our setup. It's a taxpayers' money. It's made by the taxpayers' money. Your tax, my tax, everybody tax is there in that. Understand? You should be, please go through it. And then we making 3-4 groups. I think Rajan sir will be there, and SK Raut and other my teams will be there. In detail, we are going to show you the facilities and all. After the total walk completion, then we can meet here at around around 1:45 we'll meet here. So after the lunch, we can have any questions or anything to be done by CTTC, or if you have any queries on it, we are ready to answer for you. Thank you once again. My sincere thanks for you all, because you spend your valuable time with us. Thank you.
थैंक यू राजशेखर सर। जैसे बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है, तो उन्नति और प्रगति एक दिन में नहीं होती है। It's always been said that the things that grows, it never happens over the night. It takes a lot of time. तो ये जो CTTC का प्लेटफॉर्म है, ये भी ऐसा नहीं बना, बहुत मुश्किलों का सामना हमको भी करना पड़ा है, and we have grown up with this one. So for this, I'd like to say all the facilities, whatever is there, all the facilities for which we are just saying that we are going to produce a lot of engineers, and we are going to scale up them, make them skilled manpowers. So it is all, as sir has rightly said, the taxpayers' money. So मैं आप लोगों को ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग सब जाके देखिए, सारे फैसिलिटीज को जाके देखिए, और अपने मन में विचार कीजिए कि कौन सा चीज हमको चाहिए, एंड हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू fetch the requirements, and what sort of requirements are there, what sort of support are there, what we are going to do it. और इसके साथ और एक स्पेशल अनाउंसमेंट जो रंजन सर ने हमें कहा कि देयर आर सर्टेन गेस्ट दोज हु हैव not gone for that registration format किसके पास है, तो फिर वो रंजन सर जाएंगे and he will be collecting that one so that you will get your iCards and we can have the things. So I request Ranjan sir, so please can you please move on to the guests and ask for the registration formalities. जिन लोगों का registration हो चुका है, please collect the registration formats and give their iCards. तो जैसे मैं बोल रहा था ना, इसको संस्कृत में अगर बोलें तो जलबिंदु निपातेन क्रमशः पूज्यते घटः स हेतुः धनस्य च धर्मस्य च। जैसे जल के पात्र को बूंद बूंद से सींचा जाता है, और उसी प्रकार धन और उन्नति या फिर धर्म कीजिए कहिए, सारी चीजें एक रात्रि में नहीं होती है, इसके लिए बहुत कुछ निरंतर प्रयास करनी पड़ती है. सो वी हैव डन दिस with all that efforts, with all that dedication, not only from the management staffs but also from the roots of the supporting staffs too. तो किसी भी organization में, right from the doorman to the chairman, everyone has their effort to make it, to build it and to grow it up. तो सारे facilities को आप देखिए, समझिए, जानिए, और इसी के साथ अपने मन में जो भी कुछ शंकाएं हैं और जो भी कुछ requirements हैं, सारे रिक्वायरमेंट्स को आप जोड़ सकते हैं. एंड विल हैव अ ओपन डिस्कशन फोरम, 1-to-1 फोरम, एक एक करके सबके साथ बैठेंगे और सबके साथ वार्तालाप करेंगे एंड वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट वन. तो इसी के साथ मैं बोलना चाहता हूं कि वी विल मेक द 4 टीम्स. 4 टीम में आप सभी लोगों को डिवाइड करेंगे एंड आफ्टर दैट यू विल बी मूव टू डिफरेंट यूनिट्स, डिफरेंट प्लेसेस एंड डिफरेंट फैसिलिटीज. यू विल बी just visualizing and you'll be picturizing the things, that what is your requirements and how we are going to help you out, what is the support we are going to give you, give certain valuable feedbacks to us also, that this is the thing that you need to develop, this is the thing that you need to upgrade, this is the thing that you need to cater. We are always ready to accept each and everything that you are going to ask to us, address to us and require from us. तो इसी के साथ हम लोग 4 टीम में डिवाइड होंगे और रंजन सर से ये कहूंगा कि वो आपको गाइड करें. और 4 जो टीम है, इन 4 टीम में 4 सीनियर्स हैं हमारे. राजन सर हैं, डॉक्टर के.एम. राजन सर हैं, एस.के. राउत सर हैं, एस.एन. मिश्रा सर हैं और एस.बी. बारिक सर हैं. तो हम आप लोगों को एक एक टीम में छोड़ेंगे, तो यू कैन मूव ऑन. तो एक एक करके टीम जाएंगे. सो आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट मिस्टर रंजन, सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज दैट 10 members, we can guide them with team 1 and we will just team 1 we will be just sending with Rajan sir, right? So team 1 will be guided in this direction. So I request Ranjan sir to allow 10 members and I request 10 members, we can just go in this direction with Rajan sir, Dr. K.M. Rajan sir. He will be guiding you towards the facilities and all. तो एक एक करके टीम जाएंगे, तो there would be no sort of complications, there would be no sort of ambiguity. So I request 10 members to please be guided in this direction with Dr. K.M. Rajan sir. With the first team is over, we will take the next direction from the production side. तो रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप अपने अपने जगह पे बैठिए, 10 जन को पहले जाने दीजिए, उसके बाद हम दूसरा टीम ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे. if any baggages are there, I request आप अपने baggage को यहाँ पे ही रख सकते हैं, अपने सीट में ही रख सकते हैं. It is quite safe over here. तो Ranjan sir, if Rajan sir has taken the team, then I will announce for the next team. तो दूसरी टीम का अनाउंसमेंट है जो कि राउत सर, एस.के. राउत सर गाइड करेंगे and it would be in this direction towards my left and your right. तो राउत सर के गाइडेंस में 10 लोगों को मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहता हूं, तो वो प्रोडक्शन के जरिए आप अपना विजिट कर सकते हैं. With the guidance of Raut sir, 10 members I request to move from the production side to have a look through to the facilities. तो तीसरी टीम को I want to announce for the third team from this side again towards my right and your left. SN Mishra sir जो गाइड करेंगे, so I request कि SN Mishra sir के साथ आप लोग गाइडेड हों and you can see all the facilities. कुछ लोग रुक जाइए, बारिक सर के साथ भी आप लोग गाइडेड होंगे, तो मैं आप लोगों को बोलूंगा कि आप लोग बारिक सर के साथ या इस रास्ते towards my left and your right be guided towards the production and all the other things. तो एक छोटे से टुकड़ी के साथ बारिक सर को बोलना चाहेंगे कि प्लीज गाइड द टीम. Sorry. Now I request Gayatri Nanda ma'am and Rishikesh Mohanty sir is recorded.